Nerve Health Institute. We got my buddy Avery here today. And so many of you in the community have been asking, his mom's here, they've been asking him, been asking, how is it possible that this young man who was in a wheelchair, just when was he in a wheelchair?
Beginning of January.
January of this year. Right now we're in August 1st today. And January he was in a wheelchair, been to all these hospitals, seen all these doctors. They couldn't figure out what was going on with him. They thought they diagnosed him with a form of chronic regional pain syndrome, which is called AMPS. And he just had, his pain so bad you couldn't even approach and touch him. It was so bad. Poor guy was suffering, and he didn't know what to do. His mom didn't know what to do. They were suffering. So he came here, finally, luckily came here. We knew exactly what to do. And so how did this happen? How does a person go like him, where he can't even stand up, he's in a wheelchair, but he wasn't before, but then he got into a wheelchair, and all of a sudden now he's doing this. Why don't you run in place? That pretty cool? It starts with your nervous system. Okay, so this thing right here, has to try to maintain power to every single tiny little millimeter of your entire body, three-dimensionally. Guess how hard it is in today's world? It's impossible. It's wired to every organ, every part of the muscle, every part of the skin, all your bones. This thing is wired and has to try to maintain 100% power to all those parts. Guess what? 5G Wi-Fi. We got no longer God-made food. We got chemicals, preservatives, additives, pollutants, so much interference that this thing has to deal with. And over time, what ends up happening, if you're not careful and you don't come to see somebody like us who's trying to maintain this breaker box of power in your body, you can start to get it to crash. And little critters will take advantage of you, and the next thing you know, you're in a wheelchair. Next thing you know, you can't walk. Next thing you know, you're in tremendous pain. You have all these different complaints. So at 8 years old, that's not normal. And we're so happy that he was able to come here and we're able to get to the root of it. So you ask, how is it possible? We get into the brain and the 88 big nerves coming off of it, and we try to figure out where power outages are and restore power to the brain. So right now, when he first started in just February this year, his nervous system was functioning at 19%. And obviously that means the brain was powered up at 19%, which means you can't hardly move around and do anything. Today, right now, he's over 80%. And so that's how it's possible, but you gotta know what to do. And that's taken me 25 years here trying to figure it out. So I hope this helps give you the explanation of how is it possible. And please share this with your friends. Go to our pages. This is not the first case we've seen. We've seen a bunch of cases like this, unfortunately, and we're seeing crazier and crazier neurological conditions as this world gets crazier with all the stuff that we're doing in terms of man making things. So take a look at our website also. nervehealth.com is a great resource. I also have a new book that we launched this year called Feel Better Fast. You can check it out on Amazon. Pretty cool.